And we are live. Welcome to Odd Shopper Live, everybody. Thursday, August 29th. Here to break down everything we can find, sports books and pick'em sites. Yesterday was not our day. We got a ton of value on the home run plays that we put in, and even some of the plays across total bases and singles and stolen base. Boy, we couldn't hit shit yesterday. Whew. Missed on all the home runs, which is frustrating. Any day you're going to come up empty on the homers, it's going to be pretty tough. You kind of need one to offset the rest of them, two to make you feel really good. We didn't have it, but we're here now for Odd Shopper Live. I'm Josh Engleman, by the way, at Josh Engleman on anything you want to find me on, essentially. I cornered the market on my name pretty early. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel on YouTube if that's where you're watching, or follow me on Twitter if that's where you're watching. I've got my plays from the morning already lined up. So we're going to hit on those first. Then we'll get into the pick'em sites and we'll find out what we have on Odd Shopper. We started off the day with our home run plays, and I was able to lock in JJ Bleday at plus 430 to homer. It's at 400 right now, and it got as low. The moment I put it in, it moved to 370. I even think it went a little bit lower than that. It's now rebounded to 400, but either way, I'm in at 430. Got that one in at 9:01 a.m. and dropped that one into my Discord, which you can subscribe to by going to oddshopper.com. Andrew Benintendi, we locked in at 800. It is now down to plus 750. So again, we locked in a really good line. And by all accounts, if it holds like this, we're going to be very happy that we did it. Jackson Merrill, just before we went live, I'm talking 2 seconds. The moment I clicked the button, Jackson Merrill actually jumped up to plus 700. It would be fun to lock that in right now, but you guys can do that. So I still like the Jackson Merrill line at plus 700. I think it's crazy that exists. So if you can grab that one, do it. I also hit Jacob Wilson at plus 870. And just based on the way the Bleday line moved, I'm going to assume the Jacob Wilson line has moved as well. But let's take a quick peek at it first. Wilson, no, still sitting at 870. So I like that Jacob Wilson line as well. If you guys want to grab it at 870, the only reason I didn't put it in with this set is just because to include Jacob Wilson with JJ Bleday is going to be a problem. I would happily swap those guys out, have a bigger one if I needed to, but for right now, it still looks good to me. So I hit 4 home run plays for today. We have less games than normal. What's the actual count? We have, so we have 11 games. So 8 teams are off today. A lot of this day happens, early. We've got a 1 o'clock start, a couple 2 o'clock starts, 2 3 o'clock starts, and then the night is awful. 5, 6:40, 7:10, 8:10, and 10:10. So we're a lot more focused on the early for today, which is fine by me. I'm excited for it. Let's look at the rest of the bets. Yeah, this did not go well yesterday. We multiple swings and misses across everything that we did for the total bases and singles props, and what else did I hit yesterday? Singles, total bases, and stolen bases. There we go. So yesterday on the stolen base side, Rivas didn't play. Ohtani got a steal, which is really annoying at minus 280. That's really when it starts to hurt. You kind of need to get those. Fitzgerald didn't get one, but Kwan didn't get one. Castro didn't get one. These are situations where, like, it's either going to look really, really bad, or you get one of those days where someone gets a steal and you hit the 2 no's, and those days pay out massively. So we missed pretty bad on stolen bases. And then for total bases, Maikel Garcia didn't play. Perkins got a base. Triolo got a base. Logan O'Hoppe held on and Luis Arias got it pretty early. So we were at least able to squeeze out a little bit more, but we would have needed a third win to really make this one feel better. And we did not get that. So yesterday stunk. We just kind of missed on everything we did. And I also had Royce Lewis to homer yesterday, which I would have liked, but that ended up not mattering either. Really loved the line that I got. So for today, Perdomo to get a stolen base at plus 850. Bryce Turing. Actually, can I make this a little bit easier to see? Sure can. Perdomo to get a steal. Whit Merrifield to get a steal at plus 425. Altuve to get a steal at plus 750. And then it's Lawrence Butler and Bryce Turing to not get a steal. This is where I had the most value of anything on the stolen base prop market for this morning. The goal is to hit at least 3 of these, preferably the steals themselves, since that will pay out a lot better. But we're looking for at least 3, and we're hoping that we have 2 gimmies. That's the intention. If that doesn't work out that way, oh well. We also hit Jacob Wilson to single, Brandon Marsh to single, Jake Bowers to single, Yainer Diaz to not single, Jonah Heim to not single. I hit all of those individually, and then I also hit them in very light round robins. But I really like those singles lines. I think there's a lot of value there, and I think we see some of those lines move as we normally do. And then finally, total bases. I didn't have a lot here, so we were only able to hit 3 total baselines. Lars Nootbaar to not get on, Perdomo over 1.5, and then Michael Massey over 1.5. I round robin those as well, but didn't have a lot on the total base streets. So that's everything that I locked in this morning. You guys can see all of that in my marketplace. If you browse to oddshopper.com, you want to discover some insiders. Right here at the bottom, you find me. You click on me, and immediately you get all of the free plays that I listed for today, which is everything that I just went over. Now, a lot of these plays are going to become premium plays starting on Monday, but I will always hit out some free stuff. The home run round robin to start the day will always stay on that side because I want everybody to chase that one with me. But you guys can see it here. The moment I place those bets, they get listed here. You see everything that I hit. I give you my unit sizing for it as well. If you want to sign up and get my marketplace, you can do that via oddshopper.com. You also want to sign up for OddShopper. That's going to be what we're looking at for the rest of this show. I can show you guys that quite quickly. Let's go into an incognito tab. That way I'm not logged in. We'll go to OddShopper. Go to the home page. Now, just hitting our landing page, this will explain everything we have. I highly recommend that you take a lap through everything and learn the product a little bit. $19.95 for a week, $59.95 for a month. You could even get some offers to knock that down a little bit if you've never signed up at certain sports books. It's all right here for you guys. All laid out with exactly what you want. Now, we're going to look at the tool itself. So, that's the wrong tab. I am not in the state of Virginia. But let's look at the market and find out if we have anything available. And we do. We've got a couple lines out here that look okay. Cade Povich, under 3.5 strikeouts, plus 126, sitting at FanDuel right now. Now, I'm curious. Do I have any value on that line from this morning? I didn't look at pitcher strikeout props, but it feels like I should do that. All right. For Povich. All right. I have value on this as well. So we have this at 4.6% EV. I have it at 3.7. So it seems to me that we're in the same ballpark for this bet. And I'm just going to grab it right now while it exists. This is the perks of OddShopper. So it's Cade Povich, under 3.5 strikeouts at plus 126. I have this at basically like 0.35 units. It's going to be $35 for me. So let's hit it. Cade Povich. Pitcher props. Under 126. Let's get rid of Blade and Merrill and Benintendi. Actually, I didn't need to do that. So, Cade Povich bet in. No reason not to get that one. I think it has positive value. Odd Shopper thinks it has positive value. I will bet that 126 goes away before the end of this show. I'm gonna click it and leave it in to see if it does. So I'm gonna head to Baltimore, hit this line. I'm just gonna leave it hang out here. My guess, that line is about to move. Now, we also have a couple other things hanging out here. We have Matteo Arnaldi hanging out, first set money line plus 110 on DraftKings. We see these sort of live lines pop up from a tennis perspective on this show kind of regularly. This is not something I'm going to look at right now because I would want to actually pay a closer attention to this, but I have had success in hitting these live DraftKings tennis bets. They seem to be slow to the draw. By the way, I don't know if you guys are seeing the number one home run play that's on the screen right now. 7 Odd Shopper rating, 15% EV. What's that? Oh, it's Jackson Merrill? Well, I'll be damned. It's almost like I already bet that one 2 hours ago. We're showing it 15% EV just for you guys so that I could talk about it. I have the Jackson Merrill play. Let me find it here. What do I have it at right now? So I have it at 11.4%. We got it at 15. Moral of the story, 2 independent sources are telling you that Jackson Merrill line looks good. Even that I'm still shocked that it went up to 700. But I can confidently say, I mean, if you want to know how ridiculous life is for that line right now, it's 700 at FanDuel. Ready? It's 500 at BetMGM. It's 450 at DraftKings. 700 is ridiculous compared to the rest of this market. It's just not going to be able to stay out there long enough. People are going to hit that 700 because it's completely different than the rest of the market. I locked it in early. I'd like to lock it in now because I got it at 680 when I still think it had exceptional value. So would we. So right away, you're seeing it right there for Jackson Merrill. Did they move it? Did that Jackson Merrill line move? No, it couldn't have moved that fast. I mean, it could have. Nope, still sitting at 700. Go get it, guys. Go get it. We have those tennis plays. We got the Cade Povich play. There's a couple other threes sitting here I think would be very reasonable to get to. Julian Aguiar under 4.5 strikeouts is sitting at a 3 Odd Shopper rating. Tovar under 0.5 RBIs is sitting at a 3 Odd Shopper rating. Those are perfectly reasonable plays. 1 at BetMGM, 1 at DraftKings. I like it. But I know you guys want to see the pick'em site stuff. PrizePicks didn't work out for us, which is really funny. So I still had the tab open after I put our card in from yesterday. And so Mabry went over, Sykes went under, Collier actually we hit, Kelsey Mitchell we ended up going over. So this card is dead already. But I had the screen up and it updates the lines that are available. Every single one of them was a positive move to us. Like we went more than 4.5 rebounds on Sykes. I know it moved to 5. I'm pretty confident the Mabry line dropped. I'm pretty confident the Collier and Mitchell line both moved. Like we were able to get the correct side of all of these plays, it just didn't work out for us. So that one is dead from yesterday. Doesn't matter what happens in that college football game. It's already off the board. When I pulled this up before we started, there was an overwhelming amount of value on PrizePicks for EPL plays on Saturday. And that's still there. We are about to build out an exceptional PrizePicks set. This one's going to be massive. In particular, I hate this first play. But I don't hate it because I don't like the bet. I hate it because I don't want to cheer for it. Billy Gilmore, under 0.5 shots for Brighton on Saturday against Arsenal. I hope Billy Gilmore has 200 shots on Saturday and Arsenal loses by 200. I hate them. I want them to lose every time they step on the pitch. But unfortunately, we have 14% value on Billy Gilmore. I got to take that shit. So I hope the goal scorers for Brighton are everybody but Billy Gilmore. That would be helpful. So the Damian Martinez line is still hanging out there. We're going to grab that. So right away, we've got 2. Even just those 2 plays have EV as a power play. Craziness. So we've got 2. We can't go to Mats Wiefer because it's in the Brighton game. I don't want to deal with the knockdown of value. We can get Doku under 2.5 shots. Now, as a flex play, we're dead in the water. As a power play, we're dead in the water. So we know that we need at least 2 more. We can't go to De Bruyne, also on Manchester City. I don't know who this guy is. Dallin Hayden, running back for Colorado. We're going to grab that. So even at 4 plays on PrizePicks, we're getting 1% EV. Now, we talk about this every day. The 4-play range sucks. The odds on this are dreadful. But these plays are so good, in particular Billy Gilmore, that it can save it. You go power play here and you're getting 6%. You just have to go 4-0. Now, we're going to look for a 6-pick flex card because I know we're going to have massive value. We're going to grab Jackson Merrill under 1.5 total bases. Obviously, we're cheering for the home run here, but that line is incorrect, and we want to lock it down. 5-pick flex card at 25% EV. 25. You're crazy if you don't want to take this. You could also add Riley Green. You go up to 31. Or you think about adding Riley Green. You do some combinations where it's not Doku, it's De Bruyne. You do some well, you don't want to take Billy Gilmore out, but you can make a bunch of 5-leg cards with Gilmore, Martinez, Doku, Hayden, Merrill, De Bruyne. We have a couple other pieces here with more than enough value that you could hit step down 5-leg plays. But for now, we are locking this one in because that kind of expected value would be silly to pass on. So let's get Billy Gilmore. I was looking for EPL. All right, so Billy Gilmore to not get a shot. Doku under 2.5. Now, I hate Manchester United as much as I hate Arsenal, so I'm certainly cheering for Doku to not get shots. And then we're going to head to the college football streets. So a lot of this is going to settle up on Saturday. We get Martinez, less than 74.5. We get Hayden, I think it's 40.5. Yeah. And then finally, we're going to take Jackson Merrill total bases. This is the saving grace. If we don't win the home run play, we better get this one. I mean, that 5-play card, again, for those in the back, 25% expected EV based on this line right now. You want to power play it? Value doesn't show up. 25. Now, we're only going to go 5-0 1 out of every 20 times. I can handle that because this payout is awesome. We're in 50 for 500. Let me get you guys this card as well. I'll drop that in chat. Merrill down to 630. Oh, that's so exciting to see. All right. PrizePicks link is getting dropped in chat if you guys want it. Down to 630. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh God, it's so good to see. We just had the conversation starting at the beginning of the show. It shows up. We get it at 6. It's down 50 points since I got it. It was 700 when we started the show. They know, guys. They know. They tune into Odds Shopper Live. They find out where the holes are. All I can do is hope that you guys follow me along so you can catch them too. Let's see what else we have on the Pick'em streets. PrizePicks is loaded. So if you play PrizePicks, that should be the ultimate reason to sign up for Odd Shopper. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. It's all hinging upon Billy Gilmore, guys. Ooh, we've got a big one for Maffa on Underdog. I don't remember anything that we did on Underdog. I'm hoping we got one of those WNBA props, right? That's still live? Nope, that didn't go our way. We got Collier. We lost Mabry. Spaghetti Man got 7Ks. So this one's dead in the water as well. But the Maffa line is still out there. Not only that, it's up to 72.5. So let's see what we can squeeze out of Underdog this morning. Let's get the Maffa play. It appears we're going to Jackson Merrill. That gets us 2. Not what we're looking for. Does Jeremiah Love save us because of how good the Maffa play is? Sure does. Now, flexed, you're dead. You got to go 3-0 here. Maffa, Merrill, Jeremiah Love. 8% EV, 17% win rate. Gotta do it. So let's grab the Maffa play once again. We're going to go lower than 72.5 yards. We're going to grab Jeremiah Love. And that's going to be 57.5 rushing yards. And now we can grab our boy Jackson Merrill, who we would really prefer to homer. But unfortunately, we're also going to cheer for him to go under 1.5 total bases. We hit all 3. Again, 8% EV. Now, we need all 3. Flex does not have value here. I want you guys to understand this. As a power play, you're good, but you got to go 3-0. You try to flex this, and you're down to negative 7% ROI. You would need to add one more play to get up to positive 7. I'm going to try and just strike it big and get 3. 40 to win 240 based on that value. And there's the Underdog link. So, do we have anything else? Any other sites we can grab? Any other home runs you guys want me to take a peek at? I'm happy to pull up some data and find out if we can squeeze another little bit of value out of somebody. All right, pick 'em. Anybody else? I mean, it's a lot of PrizePicks. PrizePicks is dominating the equation. We're going to have one for Betr. However, Betr looks like they have enough that we can grab 3 or 4 plays here. All right, so Josh Williams rushing. David Peterson strikeouts. 2 plays gets us to negative 4. This one's going to be the one that separates us. We're going to Ellie under 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. We're at negative 11. You ready? Number 4 should get us there. We all know it. It's Jackson Merrill. Ooh, we're at negative 1. We need 5. It's got to be Jeremiah Love. That gets us to 11. All right. So we've got the 5-leg play on Betr right now. I'm pulling it up on the phone since there's no website. And we're going to grab this one. So it's going to be David Peterson of the Mets. That's going to be less than 4.5 Ks. We're going to get Ellie De La Cruz. Hits, runs, RBIs, less than 2.5. We're going to our boy Jackson Merrill. What a roller coaster ride for Jackson Merrill today. We definitely want the home run. That's way cooler, especially if one of those other guys homers. All right. Less than 1.5 total bases on Merrill. Now we'll hop to college football. We need LSU. LSU, USC, Josh Williams. Less than 56.5 rushing yards. And just so everybody knows, I got the pop-up while I was doing this that the David Peterson line is no longer available. It just took it away. If I go to the Mets right now to find David Peterson, all he has is a multiplier boost to more than 5.5 strikeouts. So that got yanked while we were doing it. If I pull Peterson and add back in Taylor Ward, we're still at 9%. So I'm going to grab Taylor Ward. That's a shame. We lost a little bit of value there, but there's nothing we could have done about it. Taylor Ward to not score a run. Got it. Now I can get Jeremiah Love. So let's find Notre Dame. Always fun to cheer against Notre Dame. No one gives a shit about Notre Dame. There's no team you want to cheer for less than Notre Dame. So this one feels great. Jeremiah Love, under 58.5 rushing yards. That's 9% expected EV for us. 5-pick card. And we're locked and loaded. I'm going to save this link to myself so I could drop it in chat. Boom. And then I think we're dead. Not like bad dead, just, dead like I don't know if we have any other plays to look at. All right, let me grab that Betr line quickly. And when I say Betr line, I mean Betr card. That is the words that I was trying to find. There we go. All right. We've got home run plays, singles props, total base props, stolen base props. We hit a PrizePicks card, an Underdog card, and a Betr card. I'm not sure we could do more in 27 minutes. I don't think it gets any better than that. Do you? What more could we get? I'm going to hit the EV bets one last time to see if we're missing anything. Anything else new popped up? Not the case. Cade Povich still sitting out there. Keep an eye on that line, though. I promise 126 isn't sticking around. So we're good on the EV side for sportsbooks. Billy Gilmore still sitting out there on PrizePicks. Get it, get it, get it. So is Maffa. We hit it all, folks. That means we close out the week tomorrow. Again, links in the description if you want to sign up for Odd Shopper. I highly recommend it. If you're betting on sports or playing on the pick'em sites, this is a tool that will unequivocally help you out. We've got some pick'em site EV historical data that's going to get shared pretty soon. So I'm excited to show that to you guys. I think you'll be very happy to see it. But as I look at everything now, we're on to Friday. Sign up for Odd Shopper. Sign up for my marketplace so you guys can get in Discord and get all of these lines that I'm hitting in the morning that are moving. It's harder to get them later in the day when they've already moved. I can get you them before they move. So do that. Sign up for the marketplace. Again, links are in the description. Thank you guys for being here. Another Odd Shopper live in the books. See you guys tomorrow at noon. Shouldn't be an early day, so see you guys at 12 o'clock.